U.S. and British intelligence officials say they now know the identity of an Islamic State militant who appears in American journalist James Foley's execution video. According to the reporting of UK's Daily Mirror, intelligence analysts used facial recognition technology to provide an image of the British militant based only on his eyes, and they may reveal his name in a few days. There's still no word if the same militant was responsible for the beheading of a second journalist, Stephen Sotloff. James Woolsey is the former director of Central Intelligence, also chairman of the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, which describes itself as a non-profit, nonpartisan institute focusing on foreign policy and national security. No surprise, I suppose, that they are able to come up with an ID on this guy. How big a deal is that?
I think anybody who has lost a relative or friend or even just another American that people care about would be delighted to see this guy be at the other end of a drone strike. But it's not the heart of the matter. We didn't win World War II by going after Adolf Eichmann. It's not the executioners you want to get. It's the heart of their military capability, and that's the heart of the matter. We have to be able to take out ISIS's military capability.
So as long as they have free reign in Syria and large swaths of Iraq, that to you is the bigger issue.
Absolutely. You know, President Obama, Fuad Ajami, the late Fuad Ajami once said that he was sort of like a constitutional scholar lost among the thugs. And he's definitely given that impression that Ajami stated, and they're now kind of running to catch up, I think, and trying to look a bit more forceful and come up with a bit more militarily related plans, even if they're not going to put boots on the ground, which I think is wise of them not to do. So this is an important potential transition point for where they may go with everything they're doing in that part of the world. And there was a good sign yesterday. Some of the Sunni tribes who had stayed away from working with us because Maliki was doing such an awful job in Iraq, they are now starting to come back. These are the people who fought side by side with us in the surge back in '06 and '07. So there could be some positive developments here. Let's hope the president, whatever you think of him politically, let's hope that the president pulls this out.
Well, ISIS is the stepchild of al-Qaeda in Iraq. President Obama famously said so many times during the campaigns that that al-Qaeda is on the run.
Yes, well, the problem is that the facts caught up with their narrative and passed the narrative. And so the narrative, which is that we've won the war and the war is over because we've left and we killed bin Laden, so terrorism is over, those all kind of fell apart with ISIS. And they're kind of racing now the administration is to try to make what they're doing have something to do with their new narrative, which is a bit more forceful than their old narrative. It creates a big problem when you're trying to make policy based on a narrative or what crops out publicly.
James Woolsey, the former director of the CIA, thank you.
Good to be with you.